Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm going to bring you something new, sort of. I found these new images, and let me go grab a print of them. Sorry about that, you guys. I know I always forget something, don't I? Anyway, these are the images we're going to be using, and these are kind of like my Bumble Bees, so I'm calling them Bumble Bees, but they're very colorful little bumblebees. And I thought they might be pretty to try and do something new with. So this is what I ended up coming up with, and thanks to my friend Robin, she sent me a whole bunch of bling bits, and I've got this little box full of them. I've got these and all of these little tiny blingy bits too, and so I've kind of put them all. I still have a few more of these that I haven't put in here, but I'm trying to kind of put them all in one place so that I can kind of keep track of them. She also sent me this little package of, these are eensy weensy little teeny tiny angels. Look, you guys, they're just little bitty resin angels, and so I'm going to be able to use these in some of my projects and things. So they're different angels. Some are sitting really cute, some are just this is like an older angel, like older like in as a lady, and then these are little cherubs. Some of them are cherubs. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of different ones, and I can't wait to use them in some of my projects. I'm not going to use them today, but I wanted to show them to you guys because I don't know if I showed these to you when I showed you my packages from her. But anyway, these are the bumblebees that I created over the last couple of days. Look at how gorgeous they are, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to run out of these blingy bits really quick, I can tell, because I think these are actually going to do very, very well in my shop. So I wanted to make a good number of them so I can get some in there that are available for you guys to purchase if you're interested. But I did them all different ways with different situations of the rhinestones and stuff like that. So they're all kind of a little bit different, but just beautiful, you guys. So this is what we're going to be making today. So I'm going to actually put these off to the side here, and I'm going to put them in this little box behind me. And then also I'm putting out a video that I did some tags in. This is one of the tags that I did. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? I love doing tags. And I decided that I'm going to use this particular tag on this box because I have 5 or 6 boxes that I need to complete to do some of my embellishment boxes with. So this is going to be one of my boxes. I can't honestly say that I'm going to let this particular box go. It's a beautiful box. It's a cigar box. I may end up keeping this one. I may end up selling it. I don't know. I need to remember that I'm running a business here, and I've got to sell the things that I make. And so I do 9 out of 10 times end up selling them. But anyway, these are some of the other ones that I created, and I did do a video on some of these. This is one. This one's not quite complete yet, but this is one that I've been working on. And you can see how I've got the girl kind of poking out of the frame here and kind of going under it and over it in places. This is one that I used some of the gears and clock buttons that my friend Sherry sent me. Is that not gorgeous, you guys? She just came out absolutely beautiful. And then I've got this cutie patootie. And this I used a regular clothing tag that I had bought some clothes, and this was a neat shaped tag, so I decided I would cover it and do my own tag with it just to provide strength to it. And look at how cute that came out. And this one has a little tag on the bottom of it that says happiness. But isn't she adorable? And then I've got this one that I did. This has a love tag on the bottom of it. Very pretty. I love her. I just think she is adorable. And this is one of my wooden clocks that I got from my friend Deanna sent me some more of these. I was looking for, I didn't get that on there real good. I was looking for some of these clocks over at the Dollar Tree because that's where I've always gotten them, and my Dollar Tree did not have them anymore. So I was really bummed, and when Deanna found out, she just sent me some packages of these clocks. So I'm excited. I have more now. So I'm really thrilled about those. And I do really love the buttons that Sherry sent me. I'm super excited about those too. And then here's another one. This lady is absolutely stunning. And again, I used my diamond dust. And she has a tag at the bottom that says Joy. So I did make these tags with that mold that I have. And I've been having trouble with trying to create, I want to create a compact mirror using one of my molds that I was using, you know, in the past, but I was using regular resin with it. And I was having trouble trying to get the pigment not to cause the resin to not cure. And thankfully with these little tags, the mold is thin enough and clear, just clear enough that I can get the light to shine underneath the bottom side. So it was no problem. I was able to make those tags, but I still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do the compact mirror because that's quite a bit thicker, the a mold is. And so I am so far not having a lot of luck in getting it to cure. I'm going to have to do super, super thin layers of resin in order to make that happen. And I'm going to give it another shot. I've tried twice now. Can't afford to waste too much resin trying to get it to work, but I'd really like to be able to create these compacts for my friend Carol. She's wanting to get a couple of them and to see how the process works. So I'm gonna try one more time when I get time. I don't have a lot of time right now, and I've used up quite a bit of it already just trying to make it work. But I will try again and see if I can get it to work. But I'm not sure, you know, if I'm going to have a lot of luck with it. But I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, so this is what I've got here. I've got a bigger bumblebee and a smaller one. And these are two sets of just wings that I cut off. And I think I'm trying to decide which set of wings I will use. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones on the bottom of the bigger, because I wanted more wings. On one of these that I did, let's see, at least one of them. Not that one. This one. I really liked the way this one came out, and I used two sets of wings on the bottom bee like this. So I'm hoping that I can get this one to be just as gorgeous doing the same thing. So yeah, so let's go ahead and we're just going to get right into this, you guys. I'm going to put on my rubber gloves. be all set. And you know, I like my rubber gloves to be fairly tight. I like them to fit my fingers, not to have to fight with trying to get them when they're real loose and baggy at the fingertips. Trying to be able to work with them is very difficult for me. I've got to have tight gloves that feel like they are my fingers. So these are perfect. These are the ones that my friend Carrot sent me, and I just love them. These are the favorite ones I've had so far. So, okay, let's get started. I'm going to use my J. Diction resin. I'm about to run out of this, but I think I ordered another brand a little bit less expensive. I'm going to give it a shot. It said it was odorless, and that's my main concern, is I'm looking for resins that are not filled with that strong resiny smell. I can't stand it, and it bothers me. So I'm always looking for something that says it's odorless, and I will try it. So I'm just doing the wings right now. I'm going to pop this into my UV lamp for about 30 seconds, and I'm going to do the wings on the smaller one. And this one, you'll see I cut off the feet, the legs, and because we don't need 2 sets of legs on our Bumblebee, so I always cut off one of the sets of legs, usually on the top one, and this smaller one's going to go on the top. And this one, I'm just going to take it and bend it back just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead, well, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue just right here this piece onto the back side of the wings here. Try and get them situated just right, and there we go. That just gives it a little more, you know, a little more of a look. And I think I'm going to kind of spread these wings apart a little bit, like that, so that those are kind of going down, and then the upper ones are going to go up. I didn't do that on the initial one, but I want to do that on this one because I think the more movement I can put in this, the better it's going to look. So that's kind of where I'm going with bending these wings down a little bit. I think it'll look better this way. So I'm going to actually hold this while I put it under the light so that it doesn't squish up and into the other wings. And I just have to hold it for a second so that that top layer of resin can cure, and then it'll be hard enough that it won't come together. And here's our little one. I'm going to put some resin on her body here. You guys know that I separate the wings from the body because I don't want the wings to shrivel up, and if you put the whole thing together and resin it all together, the wings tend to want to curl more. And this one, I'm going to press the wings up in an upward motion. Let's see if I can get you guys a little bit closer. So I'm going to do the wings up like that. Put this in, and with having that resin placed on the body, now it connected to the wings, and it will hold in that position. And here we've got our bottom one. You can see how the wings stayed apart. It's not a big difference, just a little bit. And I still think I can come in a little bit closer there. There we go. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some resin on the back side of the smaller wings here, and I am actually going to, I might actually bend these just slightly more to get just a little bit more of a difference in height or in space. So I'm just going to hold it for a second in that position. And every time I do another one of these, you guys, I learn something new, or I try something new just to see what changes take place, how much better it looks or how much worse it looks. Sometimes I mess it up by doing that. So, but that's okay. I'm going to take and see, this is a pendant that I made a long time ago. And this is just a resin piece that I put dried flowers into. And I made it, oh shoot, years ago, actually, when I was doing a lot of resin. And I just never really did anything with it. I just have had it sitting here. I actually wore it on a necklace for a little while, and then I got kind of bored with it. So I took it off, and I'm going to take off the jump ring there. And before I do anything, I'm going to test it on here and see what I think with it hanging like that. I think it might be pretty cool. And then if I use one of my other pieces in here, let's see, maybe one of these small ones. It needs to be something that will work, you know, that'll be sort of roundish. And I had a couple of these that actually kind of looked like, almost like crowns, and they're so cool. And I think I used them up because I used them on a couple of the other ones. But they were very neat. But I could use something like this, you know, as the head. Or I could turn it the other way. I don't know which way it would look better. But these can be difficult to play around with because you got to get your fingers in there, something like that. But I think that would be very pretty. Let's see, this one, no, we don't want a dangly one. And look at all these little pieces that I've got that I can use. This is just amazing. Thank you so much, Robin, for your generosity. I really am enjoying these little tiny bits and pieces. She sent me some tiny flowers, as did my friend Sherry. I've just got so much stuff to use right now, you guys, and I just want to go crazy. I am going crazy using them because they're here, and like that one, it kind of looks like a crown, and you know the old saying, the queen bee. Yes, I got this from Robin as well. So this sits on my desk at all times, my craft table, and I really enjoy it. Okay, so this one we've got, so we did bend those wings back just a little bit more, like that. And then this piece is going to go on top of that one, just like that. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some resin on the body of this one, and then we're going to add a bigger rhinestone piece to the bottom portion of the body down here. So let's get that cured. We're putting it in for about 60 seconds. It really only needs about 30 seconds, to be honest. But okay, I've got that in there, and let's look and see. Maybe since we're going to use this, maybe I should use a red. let's see what this is going to look like. If I have the red one under there and this one at the top, how is that red one going to poke out? It looks very pretty poking out there. Or I could just take one of the simple little green pieces and put that on the bottom one, and then use the red on top, this one. I mean, this one's just going to be way different than the other ones. I'm thinking, though, now that I think about it, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just make one the way that I've been making them so you guys can see my original idea kind of in motion, and you can get what it is that I did with the ones that I've already made. I'm thinking maybe that might be a good idea. I would have to go, I would say, with one of these in green on the bottom, I think. So let's see. We're going to pop this right here. Whoopsies. So this big one is the bottom one. And if we pop that right there and put that one on top, that's going to be really pretty. So the red and green, it's almost Christmas colors, you know. So these would make really, really neat refrigerator magnets, you guys. I think they would be so pretty on the refrigerator. I would totally use them. I've got this one here that I started, and I'm so unhappy with it that I just put it aside and I haven't done anything with it. I have to come up with some way of fixing it because I did the two wings on the top one, and I just feel like it's like a big blob in the middle. So I feel like I want to somehow find a way to sort of separate these, but I don't know if I'm going to end up ruining them by doing that, you know, because sometimes I can snip the resin and it snips all the way through and cracks the entire piece. So, and I feel like right here is where it would do that if it's going to. But I think maybe if I can clip that out a little bit like that one, it already looks better. But then on this one, this may be where I will crack the whole thing and ruin it. Because I've got a little bit thicker blob of resin on this one where the two wings come together. So that's where I would break it if it's going to happen. Okay, I kind of got those separated a bit. It looks better already. So that one I'll play with later. But anyway, let's go ahead and do our big one here, our new one. Okay, so I'm going to take my resin, and this I'm going to have to hold on to because of that wingspan on the bottom. I'm going to lay this on top here, on top of the resin, and try and get it to stay in place while I hold it under the lamp for a second and get it to start to cure. And I just love these purple ones here. I've got the purple and these ones, but I only got a couple of the purple. I don't have a whole bunch like I have of the rest of the green and red. And the pink. I think I've got a lot of pink, but so I only had a couple of the purple. In fact, I do have two more. She sent me a pair of earrings, and these are pendants and earring sets that she sent, and rings. And she did send me, I've got a ring here. So she sent me a couple of sets, but I did pull aside one set of earrings because I thought I love purple a lot, and I wanted to have the purple earrings just for a minute so I can wear them a couple of times, and then I'll go ahead and bring them out here and craft with them. But I do that sometimes when you guys send me stuff. I'll wear them a couple times before I use them. It's just for something fun to wear or whatever, you know, I'm looking for something different. I enjoy just kind of putting them on and trying them out myself. So this is some double-sided tape. I have a roll of this. This is something I got from the Dollar Tree a long time ago. And so we're gonna peel the paper off the back of this if I can get a hold of it with the glove. Not easy to do when you're wearing gloves. There we go. And I'm just gonna put that down right on the front, at the front of that rhinestone piece. And then when we put this down, it's going to sit on top of the rhinestone and that double-sided tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tiny bit of hot glue, and I'm going to glue this down like that so that it's in place, just like that. And this looks really cool with those wings doing the way that I've got them going. It looks very cool. Actually, I really like this. You wouldn't want to use this one as a refrigerator magnet, though. This one you can use in your projects. You can use, you know, look at sitting on the corner of a box. The wings kind of come down over the box. Look at that. That looks very cool. You got it like that. And it's like it's holding on to the corner of the box. That's very cool. Just like that. So, this is really, I really like this. Yay. And then I think we're going to go with the red one here on top. I do like that, the red and the green. I'm trying to see how much more of the red that I have. Because I'm wondering, should I use the red in the bottom section, or should I go with otherwise I would have to use these green ones, or I've got some clear rhinestone bits in here too, so I've got to, it's a little hard to separate and get through these. There's a clear one, and I've got pink, but you really kind of need a certain shape. Those are pink. Don't want to use those. There's a clear one. Here's a smaller clear one. And I have some round ones. There's green. There's a green heart. The hearts are really cool. I really love those. In fact, I hadn't thought about that. I could use, I wonder if I could use a heart right there. That looks really pretty with the heart. Ooh, I might just go ahead and do that. I'm just trying to poke or pick out some of the clear and the green rhinestone bits in here, you guys, so that I can see what I'm going to work with, what's going to work best, and what sizes I have in each one. Because you can see, like, I've got these teardrops, but those are all 3 different sizes right here. So that's not going to work because I need 2 of the same size. Sorry about that. So I have to find, like, okay, there we go. I've got 2 clear ones like that. And I know I've already used up a lot of these, you guys, doing the other ones. And I'm going to run out of these very quickly because I'm making so many of these bugs. But I do want to have these in my shop because they do, I know my Bumble Bees sell really, really well. And I think everybody kind of likes the, look, I have another green heart. Everybody kind of likes the whole bumblebee or bug thing. So I'm trying to get some of that kind of stuff going in my shop, but it won't last long. I can tell you that what happens is as soon as I put these in my shop, they go. They sell that fast. They sell really, really, really fast. And as soon as you guys find out they're there via video or what have you, that's when they are, that's when they get sold or purchased, I should say. So yeah, they do go really, really, really quickly. And I've got some of these tiny little rhinestone bits. Okay, so we've got a heart, and I'm thinking maybe one of those, maybe a couple of clear. We'll see. But then I've got, okay, so we're going to use those. And then I've got these that I could use on the bottom part of the wings. I know I don't have enough of the dark green. I would have to use more of these, and that's fine. These are good too. I'm also running low on these because I've been using them. I could use a couple of these. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We're going to put all these pink ones back. All of these rectangles we don't need. Those are huge. Pink. There's another green one. It's pink. There's a clear. I should have pulled out some more of the tiny ones. It's pink in the green and the clear, just so that I have a few. I think that'll be enough. Okay, we're not going to use that. I'm going to leave that out just in case. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. All right. The other thing I could do is I could just use a round one like this. We don't need this one. I could use a round one like this, but I really do like the heart, so I think with this one I am going to go with that heart style. I only got a couple of hearts in all of these, so but these 2 are the last 2 that I have, I think. So I could go with clear. That's a rectangle, actually. But I like using these teardrop style ones. But when I do that, these are smaller ones. I only have one green one like that left. Ay, ay, ay. Or I could take these and go like that. And put one of those on each side. Like that. And that way we've got just those 3 light green stones on the bottom section. and then go with maybe this and this for the top. That looks very, very pretty. So that's what I'm thinking, you guys. What do you think? I think that looks very, very nice. So we're just going to go with it. Let's do this. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm adding some resin to this wing. And I'm going to do it with the pointy side going out, sort of the shape of the wing. I've done it both ways. I've done some with the pointy side in and some with it out, and I'm going to pop it under the light for just a minute to get it secured, and then I'll do the other side. I'm just doing this long enough to get it to stay, and then I'll put the other side on. So that was long enough. It's not going to go anywhere. I'll put some resin on this one. And we're going to do the same thing. Pointy side out. And let me just get a visual on this. What I could have done is I could have, oh, that would have been better. I kind of like that. I wonder if I can get this to pop off. I don't know if it's stuck down real good or not. Nope, it did not yet. I'm going to reposition this one. And now I've got resin all over me, but that's okay. I think I'm going to grab a different one here. And we're going to face those just coming down just a little bit like that. I like that look. Plus I can push them in a little bit further doing that. And I really like that look. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to pop that under the light. And we'll let that do its thing. And I do have these, so I can use these on this particular one on the upper side. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but, and then I've got, I'm not going to use the hearts. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this one here for the face, for the head. So, or actually I am going to use the heart still, right? Okay. I don't know what I was thinking there. It was just the bottom that I was not wanting to use the dark green on. Okay, so we're going to go with the heart here. So let's get that on there. And I'm just swirling a little bit of resin right there in the middle. And I'm going to pop that down. And get it where I want it. Make sure it's sitting straight. Okay, and we're going to pop that under the light now. Holding on to it, making sure it stays straight, you guys. And I only need so many seconds. I could put it under there for 10 seconds and it's going to hold strong enough so that I can pull it out. I can add the top piece that's going right here on its head. That's going to go right there. like that. Okay, and I'm going to heat that up. Okay, so there's that, and this is where I'm going to try and decide, do I want to use these there? No, I do not. I don't like it there. They would be pretty on these top wings, but still they are a little bit big and bulky on there. So I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to save those for another project, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a couple of clear rhinestones right there and there, just like that. And the other thing that I got to do, and I almost forgot, is I need to pop some more resin underneath this top one to make sure that it is secured all the way around to the bottom one. So that's where, at the end is where I kind of pop in all my extra little dots of resin and do all of my finishing work so that I know everything is right where it needs to be. I'm going to add some diamond dust because we've got to have sparkle on those wings, don't we? The parts that are not covered in rhinestones. So, got to do that. Okay, so we've got those on there, and that looks very, very pretty. And then I'm going to add right in between here, you guys can see where I've got my little foam double-sided tape. That's where I'm going to add some more resin between that and the wings. And that way it's going to hold both of those pieces in place to each other. And it's going to be happy. So we've got that going. We're almost done, you guys. This is pretty quick and easy and fun and very relaxing, I think, anyway. I really enjoy doing this little stuff. And I think you guys, I know a lot of you have started picking up resin and doing a few things, and that makes me very excited. I'm glad you guys are trying it and doing some of this stuff because you can really make a lot of really interesting pieces and things that you can use for, gosh, countless other things, other projects and things that you're wanting to do. Like these bees, of course, we can use them. See, something little like that is nice. We can use these bees on our memory boxes and things like that, you know, to finish them off. So these two pieces match. And so I'm thinking maybe I might put one on each wing, just kind of right there, like that. Or you know what? No, I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put the diamond dust on here. And I'm going to just leave it at that. The diamond dust looks really, really pretty on these, and we have just enough space that we can add some. I've got that right here. I've got my Floracraft diamond dust, And this is also called glass glitter. And so we're just going to add a little resin here, on these, just on the wings where they don't have any rhinestones or anything on them. And here. Those bottom wings, I'm going to have to wait and do those last. There. And right here at the bottom of the bees behind on the top layer. And I'm just gonna, I'm sorry you guys, I'm just gonna pop that on there, make them all nice and sparkly. So I added the resin. I'm sorry, you guys, I know I had this off camera. I added resin to the bottom portion underneath the heart, and to this wing, this wing, this wing, and this wing. And then these bottom ones I'm going to get after I get these set. Because otherwise I'm going to have resin spilling out all over the place, and we don't want that. So let me hold this under the light and let that get cured. Just like that. And then we'll get those bottom wings, and honestly, I think we're actually going to be done, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to set this and get it ready for sale. We'll use one of our pretty little doily, paper doily pieces. These are awesome, awesome. I love them so much for displaying my pieces because they just make everything look much more artful and just really, really pretty. I'm wondering, I just want to see here. I wished I had thought of this before I put diamond dust on here. I was going to see if one of these would be pretty on each of the wings. These are just the tiny green rhinestones. But the problem is now that I've got the diamond dust on there, they're not going to sit well for me to try and get them to secure, sitting straight up. You know, they're going to be all wonky. So my bad, I didn't think of that sooner. But that's okay. I like it the way it is. So now I'm going to just add some resin to these wings. I'm going to do these one at a time, and then I'll just put them under the lamp for a few seconds, do the other side, put it under the lamp for the full time. And then both sides and all of the other diamond dust we already put on there will get cured at the same time, fully cured. So we're going to put this in here for just a few seconds. And now we're going to do this side. You guys, I'm super excited about these. I hope you guys are too. I really am. I'm loving all these new kind of different ideas that I've been able to come up with, and trust me, you know, my brain is going 24/7 with trying to come up with new ideas for things to bring to you guys and teach you to do, and it never ever stops, you guys. My brain just never stops thinking of the next new fun thing that I can bring to you guys. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. I know I do. I love it. I'm gonna look at this and see. I don't know if that's gonna be so, well, I don't know, it's kind of cool. And if it was sitting flat, it might be really pretty to put that on. I think it might be cool.
I don't know. We'll see. Not on this one. This one I'm going to fix and finish putting together. It's probably not going to be my favorite one, but you know what? Sometimes it's these ones that you make the happy mistakes on, or what you think is not a happy mistake, and you make those mistakes and you fix them, and they turn out to be some of the prettiest pieces that you do. So I was thinking, honestly, with this one that I might add a couple of little flowers. You know, my little paper roses, because this one's got the pink stones on it, and the little paper roses look very pretty on there, just like that.
So that might be pretty with just the roses on it.
Plus, I haven't put anything underneath, you know, on the underside of the wings and all that good stuff. So, okay, so here we have it.
Our green guy is done. I think it's a little bit out of focus. There we go. Look at that, you guys. Isn't it gorgeous?
And then I usually put these on, let's see, I've got a heart one here too. I'll put these on something like this, although this one, I don't know how I'm going to put it on there. Maybe that way. It'll lean forward.
So I put them on something like this to display them.
We've got this one, which this one
Looks very rustic, and it displays it really nicely. So I'm probably going to use this one for this bumblebee.
Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? So, I mean, we've got a whole bunch of these things made already. I'm going to be making some more. I've got a whole bunch of them sort of cut and ready to go. And I'm just looking forward to making a bunch, sticking them in my shop, and hopefully they will sell really well. You guys, I'm trying to come up with things that everybody enjoys, you know, or the majority, I should say, of people enjoy purchasing and having in their craft stash, because I know how much I love having all this kind of stuff in mine to make some of the things that I make as gifts or what have you. And I just enjoy it so much. And I think you guys should try this. Maybe what I need to do is get some of the bugs and put them sort of together a little bit, and then in a package put some of the rhinestone bits and stuff in that you guys can play with and try and make your own goodies with. But as you see, I run out of these. You know, you can only use certain shapes and sizes. So I run out of these very quickly, and then I've made so many myself that I don't have enough to put a lot of kits together. So that's the thing, you guys. I would love to be able to put a ton of kits together for you guys to all be able to do the stuff that I'm doing. But unfortunately, I don't have a ton of these items that I can put into kits. You know, I've only got so many, so I make so many kits, and then once those kits are gone, they are gone. So just remember that when you're purchasing or considering purchasing my stuff, these kinds of kits go really, really quick. They don't last long in my shop, and when they're gone, they're usually gone. I'm unable to put very many more. Sometimes I'm able to throw together one or two more if I'm lucky. But sometimes I don't have anything left to be able to create more. So here's the other ones. We'll just go ahead and set these out so you guys can see all the different styles that I've done. And voila. So there we go. We have a whole bunch of beautiful, beautiful
bugs. Let me see. I'm trying to get them all in there. Let me pull my camera out just a little bit. There we go. So, this is what we have, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. You know, I'll maybe come up with a video where I can use one of these in a project. I don't know, because these are probably, maybe all but one will go into my shop. I don't know. I may put all of them in my shop and just sell them all, because I do know they're going to sell pretty quickly. And right now, you guys, I'm really trying hard to grow my Etsy business and get that going full speed ahead, so that I can at some point be able to retire and be able to just do what I do here. So, because you guys know this is my love, this is my passion, and if I could just do this all the time, I would be thrilled to death. So hopefully that's going to happen one day, and I'm going to be able to make my dream come true. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you on board. I'd love to have you join us. I've got a great group of crafty ladies and gentlemen, and we all have a lot of fun here. We give each other tips and ideas. I love your tips. You guys, feel free. Don't feel like you're insulting me by giving me tips of your own, because I know a lot of you, there's a lot of things that you guys can do much better than I can. I don't know it all. I don't presume to know it all. And your tips are what help me to improve my my style and my processes and things like that. I don't know if I showed you guys this already, did some more fairies recently, so I did come up with this butterfly that I found on Pinterest. It was actually just a one-sided wing, so I flipped the image and I copied it and flipped it so that I would have the wing going in each direction. And so I just print two of them, put them together like this, and then I can do something with them. And look how beautiful these butterflies are. Just gorgeous. So I've done a little bit of that too. I've got a couple of them made, I think. I did this butterfly. These are not all fairies. Some of them are just butterflies. Actually, most of the rest of them are, I think. Yeah, I've got, this is an old one that I made. I've got this big one that is absolutely stunning. I think I might just go ahead and sell this one the way it is without putting any glass glitter or anything like that on it. It's really beautiful. And so I need to get this in my shop. I've got one or two of these made to put in the shop. But I like to put these together in packages of more than one. And when I only have one, I don't want to just put it in there by itself. So I've got this beauty. She's a gorgeous. But yeah, I've got a few different things sitting aside. I guess I could put a package of just varied butterflies, I suppose. Or I could put a package, what would be nice maybe is a package with a butterfly and a bumblebee. That would be pretty, you know. So anyway, I'll figure it out. Thanks a lot, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be well. Love your family. Hug them and tell them you love them every day, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, and tomorrow is not promised to any of us. So be safe, though, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. God bless. Bye-bye.